Nowhere is illegal immigration a more pressing issue than in Alabama. In September, Alabama began enforcing the toughest law in the nation. As written, it requires schools to verify the citizenship of students, and it lets police arrest people who don't have ID. We asked Reid to see how enforcement of the law is going, and he starts tonight with one of those families that Newt Gingrich was talking about.
When 15-year-old Jose Perez says goodbye to his mother and family each morning before heading off to school, he asks himself an agonizing question.
Is this the last time I see them? Is this it? And I can never really come to terms with that.
What has Perez so frightened is the section of Alabama's tough new immigration law that authorizes police to jail without bail anyone suspected of being in the U.S. illegally and to hand them over to immigration authorities. The Perez family came from Mexico illegally 13 years ago. They work hard and pay taxes, but now live in fear of being separated.
You spend a lot of time crying.
Yeah, because it's not fair.
I voted for the bill because I don't support having illegal people here.
But Alabama State Senator Gerald Dial says there have been some unintended consequences. For example, the requirement that schools determine whether each student is here legally, a provision that's been temporarily blocked by a federal court.
School teachers and administrators are not policemen. They need to be teaching.
In Tuscaloosa, at least 66 people, most of them U.S. citizens, have been jailed for driving without a license. Prior to the law, most would have received a citation.
And that was just an oversight, so these oversights need to be fixed.
The law's supporters say illegal immigrants cost Alabama $250 million a year on education and social services.
Life's not always a bed of roses.
Jean Deason, a real estate agent outside Birmingham, doesn't want another penny of her tax dollars spent on illegal immigrants and wants the law enforced.
They knew when they came here illegally that they were taking a risk. One of those risks is the fact that they may be separated. Now, accept your risk and go on with your life, but don't ask me to support you in what you've done illegally.
Adelina Perez says she considered fleeing Alabama with her family after the law was passed. Not anymore.
We are going to fight.
You're going to fight.
Fight to stay here.
Fight to stay in a state where many want them to leave. Reid, CBS News, Birmingham.
The Alabama law is being challenged by the federal government. A federal appeals court has held up enforcement of some parts of the law, waiting for lawyers to make their arguments.